Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the round 21 edition of the Football Town Show. Robbie Armelini is first up with Ashburton against Mickleham FC as they look to stay inside the top 8 and avoid the relegation zone. The Vic Vipers and Spiro Cargis will look to keep his boys on track as they take on title hopeful side Metropolitan. And Joel Da Silva makes a swift return to V-League action for Pascoe Vale in the top 4 clash against Hume FC. And Fernando De Moraes is in action yet again for Fitzroy as they're hitting some fine form. They'll be going up against the Bloods, Brunswick and Josh Slovacek. Sonokul makes a swift return to Moreland to bolster their defence as they go up against Mark Borchard's Brimbank FC, also looking to avoid the relegation zone. And then in the final clash of the night, Charbon Rajab will look to lead his FC Carlton side over bottom-placed FC Essendon. But before we move on to all the action, ladies and gents, let's take a look at the round 20 results. Metropolitan were way too good for Brimbank. FC Carlton defeated Brunswick, as did Ashburton over the Vipers. Pascoe Vale routed FC Essendon by 12 goals, while there were also wins for Fitzroy and Mickleham. The first game on the card saw the Vic Vipers take on Metropolitan FC, who were still in the hunt for the title race, but they needed results to go their way. But all they could do was go out there and win and keep the pressure on Pascoe Vale, and they got off to the start they were after as Tomo Grigic, the top scorer for his side, made it 1-0. In a bid not to let Metropolitan kick too far away, standing captain Maxi Abram had a brilliant run from defence and set up key striker Jason Barrientos, and he soon levelled the scores after a matter of minutes. In the closing stages of the first half, Dino Radzepovic, who's had a brilliant turn since returning from overseas, got his first goal of the game as his strike trickled underneath keeper Liam Digby for Metro to lead 2-1 at half-time. As we know, Metro are always capable of turning a game on its head at the flick of a switch, and who better else to do it than Tomo Grigic? They don't call him the heartbreaker for nothing, as he scored a beautiful top corner goal. Dino Radzepovic set up Alexander Stevanovic on the goal line, although the goal was credited to the Metro captain. Facing a 4-1 deficit, the Vipers needed an answer quickly, and they got one through standing captain Maxi Abram, who's having a brilliant game since returning from his long absence. But the Vipers' joy was short-lived as Metropolitan were on the pounce yet again. The Radzepovic brothers linking up for yet another Metropolitan goal. Dino Radzepovic capping off his hat-trick. Adam Husseini was next on the score sheet for Metropolitan as he scored an absolute screamer from distance, rebounding off the left-hand upright, leaving the keeper with no chance. Metropolitan keeper Ryan Timmins had worked hard to keep the Vipers to a solitary goal, but all his hard work was undone when he let through Laban Stringer's soft strike for the Vipers' third. But Metro had the last laugh as Tomo Grigic played a brilliant 1-2 with Alexander Stevanovic to cap off the 7-3 result.
Oh well, we try. He didn't play actually well today, but we're keeping the top 2, so we just wait for Pascoe Vale. They got 3 more hard games, so I hope they're gonna lose 1 or draw. So I like to win 1 more championship, so it's gonna be great for me and for the team actually.
In the glamour clash for round 21, saw top 4 high flyers Hume FC, who were in third, take on Pascoe Vale FC, who were desperate to make up ground on Metropolitan, who had won in the earlier game. Sofian Sufi had 2 bites at the cherry to try and get past Joe Baker, but he was unsuccessful in doing so. But it didn't take long for the title favourites to get on the score sheet. Sufi ecstatic with his back heel finish from Lucas Krul. With all the pressure of scoring the first goal released, Pascoe Vale could continue their goal-scoring form. Lucas Krul, after assisting Sufi getting on the score sheet, making it 2-0. Wanting to put the dangerous Hume side to bed early, Sufi got his second in a matter of minutes and made it 3-0 just before the break. With all the confidence leading into the second half, Pascoe Vale continued to pepper the Hume goal. Joey Baker well beaten on this occasion. There was to be no mistake on Krul's second attempt at goal, hitting the underside of the crossbar and striking a powerful superhero's pose, as was the performance he was displaying. Desperate to make up the deficit, Hume captain Reza Kukuglu had a fine run from defence just on halfway, setting up fellow defender George Harrison to register Hume's first of the match. Any hopes of a Hume comeback were all but dashed as Reza Kukuglu was sent off for a second yellow card offence, and to rub more salt into the wound, Pascoe Vale scored their second of the half to cap off the 5-1 result.
We are waiting this game like long time to play against Hume because they are like near on the ladder. So everyone saw the game was hard. The score didn't show what was the game because the Hume play very well too. But today Pascoe Vale get back and go back and start to play again. We play like Pascoe Vale.
of a run straight through. Franjic, Joseph Franjic! What a belter! Drilled into the top corner from Joseph Franjic. That is a massive goal. Look at Campbell, another save. He has been good tonight. What a stunner! The live wire, Jose Portillo slams that one into the back of the net.
Hi, I'm Casey and you're watching the Football Town Show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 21, match of the round between Ashburton FC and Mickleham FC. Ashburton FC's season is seemingly done. They cannot finish any higher than third, while Mickleham are playing for a spot in the top 8 and a place in the B-League Premiership for another season. Benny Gibbox still without star Italian Matteo Rocca, but has picked up Ricardo Castro over the last few weeks, while Vlado Zoric has a full lineup to choose from. Let's go down to the action. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Ashburton taking on Mickleham. Mickleham has been resurgent in the last few weeks as Amalini comes inside. He's also been brilliant for Ashburton. Castvan with a great save there. As I was saying, Mickleham have come really good over the last couple of weeks, only losing to Pasco Vale as Jimenez now, another new inclusion of the side, left by Amalini and Joaquin Jimenez with a good strike, again denied by Castvan. Now Jota. Castro 6 goals against his former side last week. Great layoff and Jota just hitting the post. Ashburton with all the early running. So Ashburton still with the ball. Mickleham struggling to get into this game as Armelini now plays in Castro, who will come inside. And now playing Mata, who will finish it. Mohamed Mata makes it 1-0 to Ashburton with a delicate finish. Great work from Ricardo Castro, and Mata with the little cheeky dink makes it 1-0. Looks like there's been a penalty awarded here. Eric Quinn did really well, and Macros brought him down. And now it'll be Quinn to take the penalty, and he puts it away easily. 1-0, and in a quick response to Ashburton, taking the lead, Eric Quinn put away the penalty, and now it's 1-1. Here's Castro now from the corner. He plays it across. Deflects out, and now Eric Quinn, he'll be off with the ball now, and can he add a second? Quinn slots it through Macros' legs. Mo Mata, no slouch in the pace department. He's easily beaten by Eric Quinn, and he slots it under Macros, and it's 2-1 now to Mickleham. Well, Ashburton really need to pick up their game, or they're going to be in danger of being defeated here. And Vlado Zoric, their most informed player of late, turns Armelini inside out, and now Zoric looks to pick out a pass. He'll find Quinn, who'll look for a hat-trick. And that's a great save by Con Macros. Vlado Zoric, the architect of it all again. Castvan. Now Zoric. Losing out this time to Algarabi. He plays in Castro. And Ricardo Castro will wind it up. Saved by Castvan again. He really has been fantastic this season and has caught the eye of the bigger clubs. Algarabi. Ferguson. Driving it through Castro, and it's 2-2. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass from Ferguson, but Ricky Castro made the most of it either way. He drove it through along the ground. It beat Filipovic, and Castro put it away with ease. I think it's fair to say, after having the heart ripped out of them earlier in the season, losing to Paris was a good save, pulled off there by Macros off Filipovic. They lost Lorenzo de Paris, Lucas Krul permanently, and Matteo Rocca and Andrea Farina. You could have forgiven Ashburton for just laying down, but they have not. They've gone into the transfer window and done really well as Mata played it in and Castvan makes an acrobatic save. As we will go into half time now, ladies and gentlemen, 2-2 and the game evenly poised. Stay tuned for the second half. Now we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for what should be a pulsating second half. Jota now in the corner, which he's made his own this season as Eric Quinn bolting past Mata again. How quick is Eric Quinn? And he's hit the upright. Gee, Ashburton are really
having trouble containing Eric Quinn at this stage. So unlucky not to be ahead. Now Quinn again, down the line, cut out by Jota. Filipovic winning out, and Filipovic rounding them all. And Iggy Filipovic makes it 3-2 now to Mickleham. They've taken the lead in what could be their most important game of the season. They had a tough run home, they've beaten Hume, and now they're well on the way to beating Ashburton. Kasvan there. It's not one of his best clearances. Filipovic trying to play in Jota and easily beats Jota and now whacks it into the back post. It's Eric Quinn's goal, but Iggy Filipovic made it off his own boot, turned Jota inside out, and Quinn, I think it was going in anyway, but he made sure of it. Now Ferguson down the line, Jimenez and Joaquin Jimenez. A stunning goal from this young lad. He will be a star of the future, and he pulls one back for Ashburton. There's been another penalty awarded. Zoric given a shove by Armelini, definitely there. And Filipovic can restore the 2-goal buffer. He does. Mickleham starting to run away with this one. Ashburton struggling to keep pace. Here's Castro standing over the free kick, and now Ferguson. Probably should have been saved there by Kasvan, but Ashburton have pulled another back as they go goal for goal here. Jimenez out to Armelini. He'll dink it through. Ricky Castro tries one of his acrobatic scissor kicks. Has converted a few of them in the past, and he almost levels the scores here spectacularly. Here's Armelini again. Dying embers of the game. Castro. Very strong, holding off Quinn, and now Castro! He played it across, and Vlado Zoric put it in. An own goal, and it is 5-5. Brilliant from Castro, the new signing. A real number 9, this lad. And he's helped level things up for his new side. Majburi. He's come back and hasn't really been in the manager's thoughts of the last few weeks. Jimenez looking for Castro, but it's gone in off Kasvan anyway. And Ashburton take the lead. Their second own goal, Joaquin Jimenez beating Zoric easily. He's going to go for a shot. Didn't get enough to get to Castro, but Kasvan couldn't save it either way. Now Kasvan with a long throw. Ferguson. Will there be one last chance for Ashburton? Richard Ferguson saved by Kasvan. Robotis with the long clearance. And now Zoric. Will he be able to put it in? And Vlado Zoric does. He puts it past the oncoming Con Macris. And look at this brilliant stuff from Zoric. 1-1 with Jota. Lulled him in, took him wide, and then just slipped it under him. And it's 6-6. Dying stages. Mickleham really wanting an equaliser. Zoric will settle for a draw by the looks of things. It's a big point for Mickleham either way. It keeps them in contention for the top 8. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us.
Each other, so if you win next week, you stay in the league for next season.
Yeah, most definitely. Hopefully we can stay in the league and see how we go next week. Hopefully the boys put in a good show next week.
We've got a big one against Metropolitan, and they won't be no easy because they'll be fighting for the Premiership out there.
I know, but, you know, like, in the sort of form that we're in and, like...
You can beat anyone.
And the heart that we're showing the last probably 2 to 3 games, especially against Hume as well. Like, yeah, we've got this belief now that, yeah, we can just beat anyone. You're exactly right there, yeah.
Through the middle, and T saved by Blade.
Drills one. Past Chan. Gets his second goal of the game. The dangerous left foot of Maxi Avram. Always have to know the ball is going to Avram down that line. Slovacek, Josh Slovacek! What a goal! He's put him straight back. And Brunswick draw level.
The big strike there and a great save by Digby.
My name is Kay, and you're watching the Football Town Show. Go Futsal!
Welcome back to the round 21 edition of the Football Town Show, ladies and gents, where we wrap up the final clashes of the night. And the next clash up on the card saw CF Brunswick look to get out of the relegation zone, take on Fitzroy FC, who was sitting pretty in 5th position and looking to play cup action. but it wasn't going according to plan to begin with, as Clint McGoy latched onto a brilliant through ball by Josh Slovacek, and the defender has been hitting some fine form in recent weeks. While McGoy was excelling at the front half for his side, he failed to pick up Ange Fusca, which is his main role, and the score was soon level at 1-1. De Moraes, who was left unmarked at the top of the D, had a long-range strike which went through some legs, and soon Fitzroy were in the lead. More poor defending was to follow from Brunswick, failing to pick up Mark Burden at the back post, and he tapped in to extend the lead. Crying out for a confidence boost, Clint McGoy used some old-fashioned grunt and determination to get his second of the game to bring the scores back to only a solitary goal at 3-2. Remaining calm and showing their development since the early stages of 2013 season, Fitzroy put together a classic goal, every player getting a touch, and Ben Monsiglione got his first of the game and made it 4-2 at half-time. Looking to add more pressure on Brunswick, Mark Burden got Fitzroy off to the start they were after in the second half with his second of the game to extend the lead to 3 goals, and Fernando De Moraes showed what he was capable of, easily rounding Nana Yor and keeper Brendan Chen to set up Mark Burden for his hat-trick to tap in on the line. Clint McGoy worked hard to dispossess De Moraes, and the ball fell to Portillo, who scored one of the goals of the week from distance, leaving keeper Jay-Z unaware. De Moraes was up to his old tricks yet again, easily getting past Danny Slovacek with a beautiful touch, setting up Ange Fusca. And the Brazilian got on the score sheet for himself, making no mistake from the penalty spot to further extend his side's lead. Fitzroy weren't done with Brunswick yet. There was more heartbreak for the Bloods as Jose Portillo turned a goal into his own net, and favourite for the young player of the season, Ben Monsiglione, got his second of the game, capping off the 9-3 result.
Because win today, you guys are in FA's Cup action. You must be thrilled and overwhelmed in your first season in the V-League.
Yeah, the boys are really happy, really excited for FA's Cup. I mean, it was unlucky for Brunswick. They're a great team, and we got lucky with a few goals today, and yeah, I was really happy with everyone's performance.
The next game on the card for Brimbank FC take on already relegated Moreland FC as they look to salvage something at the end of their poor season. Brimbank, who appeared to be safe, wanted to make sure of their campaign for 2013-14 going ahead, and they got off to the great start. Mark Borchert, the captain, getting them off to the 1-0. And that was soon wiped out as Sam Dahani, the giant striker, seemingly unstoppable, sent a blasting ball past John Italia. Former Pascoe Vale FC youth player Salih Sefer was proving his worth to manager Darren Saban as he danced his way past the Brimbank defence. The league's top goal scorer Adam Alisevich hustled and bustled his way through Moreland's defence also, and he set up debutant Dion Wassas for his first goal in V-League action to level the scores at 2 apiece. Wassas seemed to be the surprise packet of the game as he scored his second in a matter of minutes and soon put Brimbank into a deserving lead. It should have been 4-2 just before half-time, but Mark Borchert scuffed Alex Vasilevsky's cross right on the line, and he was soon made to pay the price as Moreland star Ivan Franjic levelled proceedings yet again. With the league's top goal scorer at their disposal, it was no wonder Brimbank hit back with such ferocity as Adam Alisevich got his first of the game as he was chasing his first Golden Boot title in 2013. Mark Borchert, the captain, was inspiring his lads on, extending the lead to a further 2 goals, and Brimbank soon looked home and hosed. Borchert, who had been missing from the Brimbank squad for a matter of weeks, signalled his return with yet another match-winning goal, but Moreland weren't going down without a fight. Sam Dahani cheekily chipping Brimbank keeper John Italia with these to make the score 6-4, and they were gifted a penalty in the final seconds of the game, which Sebastian Ingrosso made no mistake, capping off the 6-5 result.
We did a little bit. We lost consecutive games in a row that we shouldn't have lost. We've had the decent players to put the game away, but we're back now. I'm back, and there's one more game to go, and it was good to finish it off with a win tonight.
The final game for round 21 saw FC Carlton look to keep pace with the top 8, going up against bottom-placed FC Essendon, who had only enjoyed 1 win this entire season, and their win record didn't look like changing anytime soon, as Chandler Rajab set up captain Sinead Aiden, who has been in some fine form in recent weeks, pulling in man-of-the-match showings. Rajab was at it yet again, this time setting up tall striker Saf Ben Him, who was always roundabouts for Carlton, chipping in with a goal or 2. A long throw from keeper Turgul Ozgun caused some havoc in the D for Carlton as Jason Benjamin brought back the score to 2-1. Benjamin's close-range finish seemed to give Essendon the confidence they needed as first gamer Albert Toma scored an absolute ripper of a goal, leaving Carlton keeper Jose Garcia with no chance. Not wanting to let an almost certain 3 points against Essendon slip, First gamer Ludovic Papin gifted Carlton a slender 3-2 lead going into the break. Essendon, who could feel that they were close to a win, didn't want to let this opportunity slip as Albert Thomas got his second of the match, and Essendon was soon surprisingly on level terms. Desperate to pull away from their already relegated opponents, Jordan Constant, who'd scored a hat-trick in the previous week, continued his goal-scoring form, giving Carlton the lead yet again. And they soon pulled away to a double lead, JP Nikolakopoulos coming off the bench to add his 2 cents. With time quickly dwindling away, Carlton put on the afterburners, then him getting his second also, as every player almost got on the score sheet. Struggling to get the ball out of defence, Jordan Constant pounced on a poor pass, and Carlton was soon in a very commanding lead. Essendon's captain Michael McCullers put back a late consolation goal. The score ended 12-4.
First half was a bit shaky.
That's right, yeah. The first half was shaky, but we played with a lot of heart, and second half we stepped up a bit and got the goals that we needed to stay inside the relegation zone. Sorry, so we did well.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The round 22 awaits us, and we're going to find out who's going to take home the 2013 championship and who will be relegated. As we have a look at the results, Ashburton-Mickleham, what a thrilling match of the round that was. While the Vipers, Pascoe, Fitzroy, Brimbank and Carlton all claimed well-deserved wins. Taking a look at the ladder now, Pascoe and Metropolitan are only separated by goal difference on the top of the ladder. Ashburton and Hume round out the top 4, while the Vipers, Brimbank, Mickleham and Carlton are having a 4-way battle for the last few positions in the top 8. Brunswick, Moreland and Essendon are already relegated to the State League for next season. The 2013 championship isn't the only award which is going to run down to the wire. The Golden Boot is also very close. Tomo Grigic leads the way on 38, followed by teammate Alio Zepovic on 37. Adam Alisevic is also on 37, while Sofian Sufi and Maciej Wrodzowski trail on 35 and 27 respectively. Looking at the round 22 fixture, every single game will have an effect on the ladder, especially the first 4, Metropolitan and Mickleham. Mickleham looking to stay in the top 8 and Metropolitan looking for their first piece of silverware in their history. That would be one definitely not to miss. Well, tune in for next week, ladies and gentlemen, to find out all the results. See you then.